Hello.
Hello, I'm Alan Rickman. Hey Zoe.
Well, hello there. How do you do?
I was just in a space with Kate, having a good conversation with this other guy, and then the space ended down the middle of everything. I was like, oh well. And then I saw you start one, and I was like, ooh, Zoe's on. How you doing?
Okay. I I I went to that space.
Oh
Um.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I made this one.
Hey, I was listening to you guys, Jason. I don't really know you that well, but you guys had me fucking laughing so hard
Oh,
when
thanks.
we were talking about Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah. This is a song. This is a remix edition about a song on me pissing. Oh my god! Like I did. Dave Chappelle was so friggin' funny, man. Like the funniest comedian like of his decade, like hands
Oh,
down.
dude.
Like
I mean, even maybe beyond that. I mean, one time I saw him at the airport. You ever watch his special when he's like, I remember the first time I saw O.J.
oh
Simpson.
yeah,
And so I always tell everybody the joke. It's not really a joke, but it's really true. I was like, I remember the first time I saw Dave Chappelle. It's the only time I saw Dave Chappelle. But he was on the People Mover at the airport in San Francisco, and it was right when he came back from Africa, and he was with his wife and his two kids. I think he's got two boys, his Asian wife, and it was funny as fuck because I was getting ready to go back east to New Jersey, and I was pissed off because I forgot my headphones, right? And then I go into the fucking stupid airport store and spend like $30 on some shitty in-ear headphones, and I hate in-ear headphones, right? But I'm so happy because I got my music now. So I open them up and I look up, and I just my jaw drops, and I smiled, and then this fool smiled at me, and he nodded his head. He's like, "Yeah, man, that's me." And I was just like, I watched it with my head turned, and I was just like, I didn't say nothing, I didn't draw no attention to him, but I was like, "Holy shit, me and Dave Chappelle just met, but we didn't meet." Like that was the best shit ever, dude. Best shit ever. But
that's epic.
yeah, no, he's epic though. What he did walking away from Comedy Central and having pride in himself, and like you guys were saying, what he's done with his community, whatever community he's a part of, and what he did when he brought when he brought Lauren Hill back out. He brought the Fugees back together after he came back. That was crazy. If you ever watched that Dave Chappelle's Block Party, that shit's pretty dope too. And that's right after he left his special and went back. And I just recently been watching the Chappelle Show on Netflix. The racial draft.
Wait. God damn it, man! I mean, he did so much. Like he just did so much. Man, I love him to death. But yeah,
Fuck your couch. Hey, how about game blouses? There's so
Dennis,
much good
what
shit.
was it? Eddie Murphy's brother on his
Charlie
show.
Murphy.
Charlie Murphy was, man. I'm like, man, where has Charlie Murphy been all this time? He's so friggin' funny. Yeah, I remember this what like his reactions and like just the facial, like just the way he would like react and like just oh my god, it was brilliant. And I'm like, get him in more movies. Like, what the hell? But didn't he
Yeah,
pass away?
totally.
I
He's
think
dead.
Charlie. I think Charlie passed away though.
Charlie Murphy's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, like man, but yeah, that was a solid gold friggin' comedy show. Probably the best I've ever seen. Like, and I watched Monty Python. I watched the Benny Hill Show as a kid. Like, that was just the funniest. Like, I would pee like a little bit laughing every flipping episode.
I found my way back.
Dude, definitely that's good shit though.
I found my way.
Welcome back.
If you leave me now,
Oh man.
I'll
When's
take away.
Like, really, whether the weed tasting.
My headphone fell out. That was inconvenient.
It's like when I was younger, my friend had made an edible, but it was just weed. Like it wasn't even like mixed with anything. He's like, here, and he goes, what's that? What's that taste like? I go, weed. and he goes, no, I mean, but what does
It's
it
like,
taste like? And I'm like,
weed?
weed. Weed. And he's
It's
like,
weed,
you
man.
don't taste anything else? I'm like, oh man, it tastes like fucking weed. Like,
It's not supposed to.
what?
You're supposed to smoke it, man.
No, man, you're supposed to filter the butter or the oil, and it's
yeah.
supposed to be the chemical reaction that you get high off of
Yeah.
that absorbs into the stuff. But I remember the first time I had some edibles that somebody made with weed in them. Oh my god, I barfed. It was so horrible.
Oh no.
It was horrible,
Oh,
dude.
no.
It was the worst ever.
I
But I know how to make it. I know how to make it myself now, so I'll be okay.
fantastic. I really enjoy weed. Like I love weed. I mean, like I feel like it comes with the name, but like, you know, this was just a social experiment that stuck around.
What was a social experiment that stuck around?
Wait, what?
What was a social experiment that stuck around?
Oh, the weed tasting. So I started the brand because I was very, very interested in showing people my journey and experience with the plant. So I created a whole Instagram and I got graphics and shit that I made
Oh,
and
okay.
videos.
You're calling it a social. It's a money-making operation.
No,
Oh, you don't make money?
no.
Dude, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to find you on Instagram.
Yeah,
The weed taste.
yeah. Like I don't. This isn't about making money. It's about building community.
But you don't make money,
No,
right?
not off of this.
Awesome.
It would be kind of sacrilege at this point. I can't exactly chase down money with the weed tasting.
That's great.
It doesn't.
So what exactly do you do?
I
mean, with this project or whatever, do I call it a project? The weed
yeah,
tasting?
you could call it a project. I feel like it's a project that's ever growing. It's my attempt at reverting my views of cannabis culture, like more towards community. Like everybody's trying to chase millions. Why? Why do you want millions?
What do you mean? They're trying to chase millions.
Just using the plant, like the cultivation and everything, and the means to attain riches at the expense of people that are much lower on the rung. I mean, like, this could be a completely different game. Like, as far as cannabis is concerned, like, fuck smoking it. Fuck smoking it. Just the biodiversity of the plant in and of itself can change everything.
What does the biodiversity in particular have to do with your project and also with smoking it?
Because I can take the stalks and then turn the stalks into other stuff. Like,
Yeah, I think
Wait,
I
hold
think
on.
I followed you on Instagram.
You understand that, like, if you're not making money, then that's great. But if you are trying to make money, that's going to be disappointing. You do get that, right?
oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, well ahead of you there, champ. I'm more interested in creating a cooperative structure, so I don't have
You're more
any.
interested.
Far more.
It's getting more interesting.
Yeah. It's getting more interesting.
Yes, because we are going to arrive at. Like, I can't imagine what it is that you're doing if you're not trying to make any money.
I know it
Like,
sounds
what
absurd. It
could you
sounds so
possibly
absurd.
be
It
doing?
sounds so absurd. Why aren't you trying to
I
make
get it
money?
though.
Why aren't you trying to make money?
No. You specifically aren't trying to make
Yeah.
money. That's what you
Yeah.
said. You're trying to, I guess, educate people about that. You know the word biodiversity.
Well, so
Right?
hemp plants,
Well, hemp and marijuana plants are different, but
same,
no,
same.
the THC
They're
plant.
No,
the same. There's
one's
no
a
Well,
male.
biodiversity between the two.
Says
Hmm?
male and
okay,
female. That's
okay,
the
okay.
difference.
No, male and female. No, hold on, hold
Okay,
on.
let's. Okay, wait. Pause. This is perfect. Let's just have a conversation about it and figure it out. I'm putting my mic on mute because I don't want to interrupt anyone.
What does that mean? Interrupt everyone.
Well, people's words have power.
Yes, they do. And also,
We
are
could
you
just communicate.
certain that you're not interested in making money off of marijuana?
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit. I would much rather, like, seriously, like, 100%. This is coming straight from the weed tasting. The only things I want to do. I want to build things from hemp. I want to make
Okay,
t-shirts. I don't want to sell these things. And I want to teach people,
you don't sell them.
right,
You can't, because then you would make money, and you already
exactly.
established that you don't make money.
Exactly. So
So you
Welcome
don't
to
sell
the
t-shirts,
club.
right?
welcome to the
So
club.
wait, do you
So,
do
so
you grow?
you
I
don't
do
make
grow. I do grow.
you don't sell
I do grow.
t-shirts.
I do grow. And like,
Do you sell
no,
t-shirts?
no.
But you make
I
t-shirts?
see. We're putting the cart before the horse. I want to make t-shirts out of hemp. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm learning. Right now, I know a little.
I didn't ask. Of course you want to have t-shirts made out of hemp that you can sell. Do you sell any t-shirts?
No,
Do you sell anything?
no.
What do you do?
Mm-hmm. I just kind of like hang around and like, you know, chill and stare at the stars and watch clouds form. It's
No, I don't get it. Do you think there's something inherently wrong with making money?
no,
Then what are you doing right now?
in this exact moment right now.
No, I mean, as if you don't know what I'm asking. You're saying that you're not at all interested in making any
No, I'm
money.
not. Truthfully, I know that the byproduct of doing the things that I want
The byproduct.
inherently is going to lead to money making. I'm going to need money to do
No.
stuff.
No,
Uh
see,
oh, here we go.
we've
I'm
already
ready.
been over that. And you chose to
Not
just
make money.
out and out lie. You just chose to out and out say that what you're. See, you could have gone to describe a project where, no, I'm taking a loss. Like, I have another operation that makes
Yeah.
money. And this one is to, I don't know, do something good with marijuana. Do you know what I mean? To do something good? You don't. That's okay. There are things that can be done to do good where you wouldn't need to make money because it's a side non-hustle. But I mean, you must not really have any faith in what you're doing if you just out and out lie about that. Yes, this operation needs to make money.
Listen, no. I missed it because like Twitter just kind of like pooped me,
No.
and I'm trying to hemp plants and marijuana plants, same species.
Yeah, they're both the same thing, for fuck's sake. It's the only difference between hemp and and weed. They both come from, say, for instance, cannabis sativa,
Facts.
right? The only difference between hemp and what would be considered marijuana is just the amount of THC in the dang plant. That's it.
And
It would actually not be considered marijuana. It would be
Did you just
considered
say dang?
cannabis.
it's all cannabis. It's just all
Yeah,
cannabis.
it's all cannabis.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I'm
Yes.
okay, so I got really
Okay, so off of that, and on to something interesting.
oh.
Unless you have, like, do you have something that's not some sort of like giggly quarter joke about nothing?
Who
Like,
me?
if you actually want to talk about something,
What
it
about
seems
the
like you know a
chirp?
lot. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, what about the terpenes? Like, if you don't want to joke about it, if you want to talk about cannabis
The
versus
terpenes in what? In cannabis plants,
Yeah.
and how they differ depending on whether they're grown hydroponically or in the earth.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, shut up.
No, not necessarily how they differ. Whether they're it depends on the.
So if you have something to say that's of like interest, like, let's do that instead of the weird giggly Uchi Soto bullshit.
I mean,
like,
this.
what does your org do? Just like, why can't you just answer that?
What am I not answering?
Giving you an opportunity. If you don't want to, cool.
I don't know what the opportunity is, but I mean, we can definitely discuss.
Hi there, we just met. What do you do? What is your raison d'etre? Like, what is your the weed tasting do?
Well, the weed tasting is a project that I started because I wanted to track my story with cannabis. When in 2013 I got diagnosed with MS. 2017 I had a massive incident where I couldn't walk. So my mom came to Fargo, North Dakota, and she dragged me out and gave me 100 milligrams of cannabis gummies and set me off on my path. I came back to Michigan, started doing steroids, physical therapy, occupational therapy.
Steroids.
Well, I mean, like you got to for the MS.
Do you ever do RSO, Rick Simpson oil?
I do.
Okay.
I love RSO. I love RSO. I love tinctures.
Are you saying you're looking for anti-inflammatories?
We can get to ours, so we can get to all sorts of.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a cannabis derivative. It doesn't matter.
Rick Simpson oil.
We can get to it when it comes to it. You weirdos who forget who's hosting.
Apologies. So, I don't know. 2017 was probably the toughest part. I had to figure out what kind of medication I was going to be on. Took steroids for the MS. Got on this new Ocrevus shit. I'm at a point where there's no new growths on my brain. Cannabis is definitely.
I'm sorry. From MS, you had growths on the brain, and that's what the steroids were for?
Yeah. So the steroids were to help me. I don't know the specifics on it. I'm not a doctor, but I will tell you one thing. The steroids definitely helped me feel more energetic, and they kind of put the effects of MS more at bay. I don't have as many flare-ups. Dealing.
I'm so sorry that you
For
have
the-
that. That's a nightmare.
It's a pain in the summer. We're soft.
And you sound young. That's that's scary. I'm sorry.
What are your which steroids were you given, and by what method?
What's up, nephew?
Of
Injection steroids, but they were for I don't know how to explain it.
prednisone is the obvious, but
I was gonna say cortisone.
Prednisone would be used first because it's just more sustainable.
Well, where did they inject
Well,
it? If it was an
it
Jeez.
was
Veins. We've
it was
we've
an
been over
IV.
this already.
It was an IV drip of steroids.
steroids, are
That's
usually,
Eh,
intense.
I
steroids are
mean,
not usually
okay,
intravenous.
wait.
That is
Listen, this MS journey is fucking frightening sometimes. It is.
yeah. I have
Yeah,
an
I
Like,
bet. I
I
am
have an
And
so
aneurysm.
how
sorry
It's
that you're
is
going
crazy.
through that.
how is your MS doing now?
I was doing great. They told me in 2017, we don't know if you're going to be able to move the same way you moved before.
Oh, you poor
Pause.
thing.
I'm doing just fine.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean it
Oh
like
no, I
that.
understand.
My
No,
bad.
you're good. You're good. I'm not. I don't get upset at people for things. I kind of gave up on that.
I don't like feel sorry for you or
No,
pity you or
no.
anything. I'm
It's
just
all just
empathizing because it sounds like a complete nightmare.
oh
You sound
god,
very strong and fabulous, and
fucking
I know
nightmare.
you already are fine. You're gonna continue to be fine.
Hmm. But I mean, it's just about building up the pieces around me, like pillars and walls and roofs and shit.
Support.
And like
I'm
I
sorry.
had to relearn
So
that.
what were your symptoms?
So
As some how
when
did
So
you
you
I
had to
got
like rebuild your foundation.
no?
okay,
I,
so let's start at
you had
the
to
symptoms.
you were
I was
diagnosed in, did you say 2013,
2013.
with
How
multiple
old are you, may I
sclerosis?
ask?
I'm 34.
Okay, you're younger. That's what I thought. Okay, gotcha.
I don't know what that means, younger.
That's
So
very well. Does it usually
well. I
happen
just
when
know
you're
you
in
said
your 20s?
17.
just wait, Sam.
So uh my symptoms at the time were I had double vision. Actually have pressure over my left optic nerve. So it's kind of wonky. My eyesight isn't as clear as I would want it to be, and I have like prisms in my glasses to make sure everything operates correctly. But at the time when I came back, I was unable to maintain balance and walk. Um, there's my legs just gave out. They just didn't want to fucking
Jeez.
participate. And so I had to start from the basics. I had to use a walker. I had to use a cane. I had to get hooked up to a strange contraption in a hospital that's like a fucking hyperbolic time chamber setup.
Let's talk about that for a long time.
Like a sensory
No, stop,
deprivation
Sam.
thing?
Let's talk about a hyperbolic time
Chamber
chamber.
as just a pop culture reference.
A hyperbolic time
Yeah, it's
chamber.
from Dragon Ball.
What's a Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball Z. It's an anime.
Dragon Ball Z. What is
It's
that?
an anime.
I wouldn't really consider that an anime.
I mean, like it's just a bunch
You
of
wouldn't consider Dragon Ball Z an anime?
shonen action.
It's
I thought,
definitely an anime.
It's
It's an
I thought
anime.
they
Yeah,
were
definitely an
absolutely.
hyper.
What else would it be?
But
Front
it's a
run.
kids
What
show.
what do you think?
I thought it was
It's a
called
kid show.
hyperbaric chamber. Hyperbaric, not bolic.
It is, but like this whole thing is fraught with weird shit. Like where
apologies.
I'm
But
hoping
so
to
it's just
God
like
that somebody doesn't think it's okay to just say that they have MS.
I mean,
I don't know how a
if
hyperbaric
it's
chamber would
truth,
help,
it
but
has
it's a
to
pressure
be.
thing.
Like I can't tell you a lie. I'm not gonna say I don't have MS when I have MS, especially
What
when
is
it's multiple sclerosis is very much
okay? Yeah.
tied to my core and my
It
story.
sounds like they caught it early
They
though, which is
did. They
great.
did a great job of catching it early
Very
because I was
early.
trying to drive to Toledo one night and it didn't work out. And it's just
Usually isn't the way that it works that people are at least in their 30s before they get diagnosed, which is sad. So that's great that you got
my
that
grandma
they
got
found it.
diagnosed in her 50s, which was weird.
Yeah, I thought usually it happened later. Wow, that's scary.
Is it so much a diagnosis, or is it so much that the symptoms and the onset happens later in life usually?
It's a
We're
diagnosis. Like
gonna change all
they
this.
missed it, but now of course they can diagnose it.
I don't know what the deal is with the co-hosting, but
There's
it boots me when I.
couple caps and a couple snaps.
No problem. No problem. Just
I'm
So
not
what are you
sure,
up
man.
to, front run?
Not much. I can't hang out long. I gotta go to work, but just doing some writing and hanging out. Hyperbaric chamber is what they divers go in.
Don't feed it.
Hyperbolic.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny.
I made a bad joke
Yeah,
and it
and
kind
none
of
of it's
spiraled
funny.
out.
Like not a
Um,
thing of it.
I,
Like, and don't get me wrong, it's not
I
like,
thought it was
oh,
funny.
I'm
I
offended.
thought it
It's
was
just not
funny.
funny.
I mean, sometimes it's funny. I mean, like
There was
if you
a
No,
regard,
it's
like,
not, because you're talking
listen.
about something that
I'm
has that's
talking
actually
about.
painful
You're
to people.
asking me to tell you the story, but if you want the
No, I'm
story, you
not. You
need the
came in and started
analogy.
talking
You
about
have to just
your
know the thing.
things for profit, and like you're just like putting it in the weirdest terms.
I must
It's
have
just a
missed
very
something.
poor bit.
there,
That's all.
there was a whole team of scuba divers in one of the. I think they were Russian, and they were explosive decompression is what happened to them because there was a
Oh
break
shit.
in it. Yeah, it's a horrific story, but that's one of the only times
I mean, the
can
bends
Did they
are
explode.
lose
bad
their
enough,
eyes
much
in
less
that?
that. Jeez.
No, like fully exploded, whole bodies.
Wait, their eyes
Oh, the whole
exploded?
body
Yeah,
explodes.
because of the
Wow.
difference in pressure change,
Eee.
like instant, right? Like,
Oh, that's horrid.
yeah, I think they were Russian on an oil rig or something.
Well, then it's okay. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't.
No, it's not.
What?
I'm just joking.
But the guy
I
that
don't think I should be here. I just want to
that's a
giggle
shitty
and
joke.
talk shit all goddamn day. So this is where I'm gonna separate myself from this space because I don't want to.
No, it's where I'm gonna separate you from the space.
Oh, I liked him.
Yeah, but you're not really paying attention.
No, I wasn't.
How's anything else doing?
I'm having a Sunday fun day.
Me too. I'm drinking Tang.
Yeah, I'm
Dang.
drinking some hard seltzer, and I took an edible too. Like just when I woke up, and I was already tired when I woke up. But I'm also having a water with that stuff that like rehydrates you, which I should have probably had an hour ago. But anyway,
Water?
Electrolyte.
I mean,
Electrolyte.
yes,
a water with
yes.
the water.
The water with the water. Oh, I gotta fill up my bottle. Good idea.
The raspberry flavored water, which sounds actually disgusting, but it's good. Whoever the marketing team for like Liquid
Holy
IV,
fuck,
like
Mark,
what a
Mark.
great name. They really did a good job with that.
For which thing?
Liquid IV.
Oh, I use the Mio. Do you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
you're still using that?
Yeah, but right now it's a Tang that's like just like that.
Wait, Tang?
But
You
that's
mean?
not
Was it
electrolytes, right? It's just a
No,
flavor.
Tang. You mean
It's
was
the
it
not
the
liquid?
powder
electrolytes.
or was it in a can or something?
It's a squirt bottle.
If some liquid just like hangs out for a bit, then there's electrolytes in it.
You know what I mean? The one that like
Yeah.
adds more to it.
I
Makes
just
it
like I just like
makes it
let
like
some of my
weirdly thick.
saliva get into it, and then it's like full of electrolytes.
You're so dumb.
So
Kinda,
Cootie,
or a
yeah,
genius,
Cootie
like
Tang.
depending on whether you like look at it actuarially or not.
Bro. Where have you been all my life?
I fucking love Tang. Is that weird?
No, it's
I think it's
fantastic.
and this really is. I don't want to get the powder because it's California. It's hot. There are bugs. Like if you have sugar, like you don't put sugar in things. You're fine.
Yeah.
I think
With
Tang's
you.
disgusting. It's like the sweet tea of friggin' fruit drinks.
I like sweet tea.
Ugh, instant diabetes right
Thank
there.
you, Jason. I know it's gross. I feel horrible
I don't have
about it.
diabetes.
I
I'm
like it. I
here to
like it.
confess.
And no one in my
that
family, to
I
my
drink.
knowledge, has it either.
My name is Zoe, and I
It's a
drink
joke.
Tang,
It was a joke.
and
But
I'm going to hell. That's all.
My name is Stace. I already live in hell, and I like Tang too.
Yeah, but
And
you're
fucking noodle
drinking
locked my
Tang.
truck,
It's
but
not
luckily I could reach my arm
what.
through, so I'm safe.
Yeah.
Green
So
stuff, purple stuff, Sunny
I thought it would be
D.
a good idea. I found a piece of Rick and Morty fan fiction that's interesting. Let's
Oh
say.
my.
It's someone's first attempt to write fan fiction,
Really?
and they claim at least that let's see, this is my first fan fiction in English. Isn't my native language, but feedback is greatly appreciated.
Oh no.
Thank you for all those who took the time to read it. That's the last thing that it says. It
I don't like the pandering
what pandering?
from the person.
This is the last thing it says. Who
That's
are
what
they
I'm
pandering
saying.
to and for what? It's the last thing it says when you're done.
So are you gonna read it to us?
It's in Mandarin.
It's not in Mandarin yet, but I think I should change. Do you think I should change it to Mandarin and try to read it?
I don't
I would like
understand
to.
Mandarin.
I want
Is
to
it
hear
not the
that.
first language? Pandering, Mandarin, just
Here, let's
rhymes.
try this. We'll just do the first paragraph, which is a few sentences, and see what you guys think.
Fantastic.
Okay, so this is titled Rick and Morty fanfiction. That's it. That's all. Okay. After going through a portal, Rick and Morty land in the middle of a forest where there is an old man sitting on a rock. He looks at them and smiles. Hello, he says. I am Dr. Emmett Brown.
Oh boy, there's some issues there.
Yeah, you see, like where is this possibly going, right?
Oh boy, is
Paragraph
right.
2.
Anywhere we want.
Paragraph 2. Hey, Dr. Brown. I know you discovered time travel, but I discovered interdimensional travel. Morty, this is Dr. Brown. He is not smarter than me, but definitely smarter than you. Rick is taken aback by this remark. I don't know. Just a sidebar, I don't know. Rick is taken aback. Rick's taken aback, but didn't he say... Rick is taken aback by this remark. How could you say such a thing? It's the truth, Morty. Now be quiet. I have no idea who said which of those things. Just that's the end of paragraph 2. Would I waste your time with something that isn't this fucking amazing?
I cannot deal with people who don't even at least look over their script one time. That is so rude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just rude.
As the screenplay,
People
like
are like, "Hey, audition for this," and they give you like these like lines that are
This
like
is a
they don't
piece
even
of
have proper
fan
grammar.
fiction
I'm like,
written
this
to
is
Reddit.
whack.
okay, so it's in paragraph form, I guess.
This is a piece of fan fiction written to Reddit that I've read thousands of times.
Okay.
It's by far the most interesting one that I can think of.
Not
Again,
thousands.
that second paragraph. Hey, Dr. Brown, I know you discovered time travel, but I discovered interdimensional.
Excuse me, sir, but that's Back to the Future. What a psychopath.
Whoa, no, wait. You didn't get to the part where she...
Ah, we got there. Just took that long. Hey, Dr. Brown, I know you discovered time travel, but I discovered interdimensional travel. Morty, this is Dr. Brown. He is not smarter than me, but definitely smarter than you. Rick is taken aback by this remark. How could you say such a thing? It's the truth, Morty. Now be quiet. Does anyone have anything to say about that is by far the weirdest paragraph.
I am often taken aback by things I say to myself as well, so to be fair.
It's a good point, yeah.
I think that was a really cool story.
What do you guys think? What happened? What do you think happens? Like that? It's a short thing, but do you think it gets less interesting from there?
No,
or
I
do you
feel
think
like
it
it's
gets
going to get way
violently
better.
more interesting?
I want a link, and I think it's going to get amazing from here.
I think it's a slow roll, but I would like to think it gets more interesting. I mean, how could it not?
Slow. Second paragraph, we already introduced Dr. Emmett Brown.
Oh, my.
First paragraph, we were
think
talking
Marty
about
was
Rick and
so
Morty. Come on now. This is amazing. It's amazingness in the works.
Wait,
I just
Frontman,
want a red Life
you
Fest
think that
thing.
you think that
Marty.
Morty? From
No,
now on,
not
we're only
Morty.
talking
Not
about this
Morty.
piece.
Marty, from the Morty
Precisely.
from Back to the
Marty.
Future. Michael J. Fox.
Marty, yeah.
Where the hell is
Right. So
Crispin
you see,
Glover
like
when
they're
you need
bleeding
him?
the two together, obviously, and it's gonna get worse. Like paragraph 3. Hey, Dr. Brown, do you have your DeLorean? That's it. That's paragraph 3. That is paragraph 3. I swear.
What the fuck?
Yes. Hey, Dr.
Your doors
Brown.
open up.
I don't know how to voice it because it doesn't tell me who's. It's just, hey, Dr. Brown, do you have your DeLorean?
It doesn't say who said it.
If it did, I'd voice it. Paragraph 4. That was a one-time experiment. I don't have it anymore. Rick and Morty are starting to get annoyed by Dr. Brown's eccentricities. Okay, so I guess it was Dr. Brown who said that. That was a one-time experiment. I don't have it anymore. Rick and Morty are starting to get annoyed by Dr. Brown's eccentricities. Listen, oh, no, I guess it's Rick. Listen,
Eccentricities.
Is that it? Because do you really think that that's how he would...
That's how you say it.
That's how I say it, or how
Eccentricities?
Doc Brown's
Okay, move
actor
on.
says it. Right. Listen, I invented interdimensional travel to get here. I am sure you still know how to build the flux capacitor. By the way, this is paragraph.
This
what are
is
we at?
bizarre.
It's worth a space. It's one,
Like,
two,
show,
three, four,
don't tell.
5.
You know what I mean? Like, what the actual hell?
No, I'm gonna.
I can't stand a bad writer.
Welcome to fun. Paragraph 5. Listen, I invented interdimensional travel to get here. I am sure you still know how to build the flux capacitor. This is same paragraph, but space and new quotes. I do indeed. Rick gives a sigh of relief. What? Well, that's good then. Wait, I can't build the flux capacitor. Rick looks at Dr. Brown with a mixture of confusion and annoyance. What do you mean you can't? I thought you just said ... Rick doesn't finish his sentence. Semicolon. He just shrugs his shoulders and walks away. It's not that I can't, I just don't want to. End of
Oh
paragraph.
my god.
Thoughts, comments, concerns
I'm
about the
dead.
human race?
I'm dead. Not a semicolon. How rude.
Love.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to read this. You know, it's like, what am I supposed to do here? Go on, I think. Paragraph 6. Well, I got another dimension to visit with a Dr. Brown that wants to build one. Entire paragraph. That's it.
What the actual hell?
Right?
I'm so curious to
apparently
know what the
Dr. Brown-
comments are.
Oh, they are none, because of course
Oh,
I found the one
they're
that nobody
none.
cared about. That's the best one.
Dude, send me whatever that is.
I'm going to in just a moment here. Okay, so we're at that last paragraph. Well, I got another. I think this is Rick, right? Like, Dr. Brown. It's like, well, I could, but can anybody do a good? What is his name? The actor who plays Dr.
Michael
Brown.
J. Fox,
Yeah, Marty.
who also had MS,
Doctor.
or
Yeah,
has
he
MS.
did. Actually,
He's still alive.
Doc
He has
Brown.
MS.
Yeah, it's
No,
Christopher White.
Christopher Walken.
No,
Christopher White.
Lloyd.
No, his name is Christopher Lloyd.
Lloyd. Thank you so
Fuck,
much.
Walken's the other dude. My bad. Hey, it's
I
been a
don't
long
need
couple days.
this many interruptions while I'm trying. What is wrong with that? I don't need this many. Something's still off. Interruptions while I'm trying to read.
I don't need this many interruptions. I can't do it. Yours was better.
And we're both just way off. I don't
Yes,
know
we
why.
are. I can hear it in my
Who's
head,
like-
but doing it is a different
Dad
story.
looked just like him and his dad look just like Christopher Walken, and the way he paused in his voice, he goes, "I don't need."
It's the Libyans, Marty. They've come to get the plutonium.
Any interruption when I'm speaking. That's
The Libyans.
I'm serious. My homeboy, him and his dad look just like Christopher Walken. They were Hispanic and white.
Christopher Walken is actually pretty good looking.
You know, everybody's got their own tastes, Sam.
He is. Like, I mean, remember him from Annie Hall?
Their own taste. Yeah, I'm still just way off. I don't know. It seemed like Stace was onto something for a second.
Everybody's got, their own taste.
No, Christopher Walken though. He had that.
I can't do it either.
No, back to because
I can hear it in my brain. I just can't do it.
Doc Emmett Brown. That was Christopher Lloyd. I fucked that up.
Yeah,
but
and
Christopher Lloyd was also in the best
Christopher
movie of all
Walken-
time, Clue.
So I put in the net.
Wow.
It should appear any moment. If you'd like to follow along, it's quite a compact piece, and just literally one vote up, as like what happens when no one reads it. Like, one vote up 2 years ago, no comments, nothing. By far the best piece of Rick and Morty fan fiction I've ever read.
I'm gonna check it out right now. I've done many Rick and Morty marathons with LJ, but me and him are the last person I did a Rick and Morty marathon with, and that was like 5 years ago. So I stopped then.
Well, I got another dimension to visit with a Dr. Brown that wants to build one.
I'm on my way now to check it out. Whee!
If you want to follow along, sure. Next paragraph. I can help you, though. Rick thinks about this for a second. How can you help us now, Dr. Brown? I mean, it's impossible to tell. Impossible to tell who's saying what in this. Okay, I will build the flux capacitor. All you have to do is collect some parts for me. Listen, Dr. Brown, I don't need it. Since you are a stupider version of Dr. Brown, I am not sure if I want to use your stupider version of the flux capacitor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is amazing, isn't it?
This
Got
sounds like
no
me trying to write a research paper and just like do as many like for school and just doing as many filler words as possible. Like this person has no outline for their story.
Right?
They are just talking to fill up space.
Interestingly, comma.
Yeah, it's easy to tell when you use those filler words. It just usually doesn't make sense.
Like every single thing that's been said so far could have been in the very beginning, and they could have just said it could have been Doc speaking and being like, I'm gonna build the flex capacitor to get us out of wherever, but I need some parts first, and then the journey is the person finding the parts. Like, are you serious? What a dumbass! This person can't write worth a shit.
Wait, have you ever been sent out for
Hold on.
parts?
We're not here to judge the piece.
Yeah, no. Have you ever been sent out?
I'm always here to judge it.
No, we're here to
Everyone's a critic.
experience the piece.
I'm also experiencing it, and I feel a mix of joy and utter horror, which sounds about right for me.
Sounds about right for everyone, I think. High five. So, somebody, I think maybe Rick, is not sure if they want to use what they're assessing to be the stupider version of a flux capacitor from a Dr. Brown from another dimension who is interested in building the flux capacitor, where the Doc Brown who's somehow in the first or whatever dimension somehow decided on a whim or somehow else that they didn't feel like it. Next paragraph. How will that help? Asks Morty.
This is painful.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really that painful. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty painful for me. Oh, for you guys? I don't know.
It's painful for me.
I like it. How will that help? Asked Morty. It'll confuse him.
No.
The future.
No.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, read it.
Yes, ma'am. Give me a second. I gotta do the thing.
How will that
help?
It'll confuse him.
How will that help? Asked Morty.
Stop.
Okay, then I won't read it. Oh wait, I won't read it out loud. I'll read it quietly. Well, you read it.
How will that help? Asks Morty. It'll confuse him. The future Dr. Brown, I don't know. The future Dr. Brown won't know which one of you is telling the truth. Apparently, there's some truth-telling thing now. I don't know. The future Dr. Brown won't know which one of you is telling the truth. It'll make things easier for us in the long run. Speaking of confusing, since there are infinite dimensions, another Rick from another dimension will come here pretty soon. Okay, I love everything about that. Just wow, to pick and choose like that.
Same.
Without choosing and picking. Like, since there are infinite dimensions, another Rick from another dimension will come here pretty soon. Okay, so you've inverted now the valve, so that, everything possible to happen here will happen here if I just identify it first. Rather than, there are infinite versions of here, so if we go to the right one, they don't have to go anywhere. Since there are infinite dimensions, another Rick from another dimension will come here pretty soon. We need to get away so he can think the same thing as we do now. It's confusing, but just go through the next portal. Fine, I'm totally fine with this. Next paragraph. Are you sure? I'm not positive, but I trust my idea more than I trust this guy. Rick and Morty stare at Dr. Brown. Let's go through the portal, Morty. Morty hesitates for a second, but he soon follows Rick into the portal. Morty hears some noise coming from inside the portal. What's that? It's the sound it makes when it teleports you. We should arrive very soon. I never heard that before. A few seconds later, the portal teleports them to a place in front of an old house. What?
Oh my.
I know. It's like, you see what's supposed to be
that just
going on.
Makes me think of the Shining Girls. Which, if you haven't read it or seen it, you should.
It doesn't make
Okay,
me think of
look.
anything yet.
Since there's infinity universes, the Shining Girls are coming here.
Or they already
Coming
are.
here eventually, right now, for some. That's the idea, right? Like,
Would they like some tang?
I love Tang.
so I hope there's not another glass of Tang in there. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay, next paragraph. I hope there's not another Dr. Brown in there. Even though I would like to get my hands on a flux capacitor. I'm done with this guy. We can only hope, Morty responds. Wait, what? Wait, okay, Rick, look around.
Morty said that?
Morty did, apparently, so who said the first thing? I don't know. Rick looks around to see if he can find a back door to get inside, but he can't find one. Let's just break the wall with my new grenade launcher. He takes out his weapon and prepares to fire. He fires the first shot, but it doesn't do anything except make a small hole in the wall. He reloads and fires again. Okay, it doesn't do anything except making a small hole in the wall. What was it supposed to do? Is my first like
A grenade launcher?
it's a grenade. It's his. Okay, let's break the wall with my new grenade launcher.
Right.
I don't know. What did he want it to do except make a small hole in the wall?
Well, I think he wanted it to just hit the wall and blow up, and blast the wall open.
Yeah, with a small hole,
Well,
right?
well, I mean, definition of a small hole is to be defined.
The shot hit the wall. It explodes into pieces. After the wall broke apart, they start to hear some squeaking coming from inside the house. What the? Quick! Hide, Morty! It's going to explode! Rick and Morty quickly take cover behind a rock before a small metal ball rolls out of a small hole. Rick shoots it and it explodes. Weird. I never saw that thing before. By the way, you guys, we're almost done. Like, that's how amazing this is.
I like it a lot.
Never saw that thing before. Morty looks through the hole in the wall. Yeah, strange. Suddenly, they hear more sounds from inside the house. That house is weird. I have no idea who said that, so I can't really. That house is weird. Oh, this next paragraph. Oh, God damn. There's only 2 paragraphs left. Let's just leave. This place gives me the creeps. Fine by me. I don't like being in this place that is inhabited by small metal things that explode when killed. What? It wasn't my fault. I'm sure I would have exploded even if we didn't kill it.
Yeah, I would've.
Your mic is open.
Oh, fuck.
It wasn't my fault. I'm sure I would have exploded even if we didn't kill it. Morty stares at Rick before looking back through the hole. Let's just go before we get attacked again. Morty sighs and then jumps into the new portal. I don't know. The noise must have attracted the attention of something because they hear some growling and screaming before the portal closes. It's fine. It didn't enter the portal with us. Good. I don't want these things to blow up our house. All right. We're back home, Morty. End teleplay? End fanfiction? I don't know. End the whole fucking world?
Hmm. Do you think it was a commercial break then, or that was just the and they didn't finish, or that
Why
was
do you think I
really?
waited 2 years to share this? I was waiting to see if they would share the rest of what the fuck ever with us, but no, it's perfect, isn't it?
Well, it does seem like an act break, but yeah, maybe it is just a single vignette. Um,
Well, the part I read at the beginning happens last. Alright, we're back home, Morty. This is my first fanfiction, and English isn't my native language, but feedback is greatly appreciated. Let's think about that for a second. This is my first fanfiction, and English isn't my native language, but feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you to all those who took the time to read it. I don't know.
Not terrible as far as, I mean, especially if he's not comfortable writing in English, or her.
I know my reading was terrible, but the piece is obviously genius.
I feel like it was a good reading, and the piece was really fun.
Not the piece.
Oh yeah, the whole motherfucking piece, from the beginning, Doc Emmett Brown, to the end, whether it's a native language or
That
not.
piece, that was a piece of shit.
I'm gonna go take a shit, so I'm gonna mute myself, and if you guys lose me,
So
I'll
it
be back when I
started
come
after going through the
back to the
portal. Rick
internet.
and Morty land in the middle of a forest where there is an old man sitting on a rock. He looks at them and smiles. Hello, he says, I am Dr. Emmett Brown. Like, how does it start?
How did he get there? He's in a different dimension. He's a time traveler, not an interdimensional traveler.
Right, and they made such a point of that. Like, yeah, he knows time travel, but I know interdimensional travel. Then he goes and gets another Dr. Brown who feels like making a flux capacitor, but then they never reference Doc Brown again after.
Well, the flux capacitor wasn't the only thing that, it was the part of a whole. So
There's
you need more than
a lot
just that.
is there.
Also, Rick and Morty are an amalgam of Doc Brown and Marty, so like that's weird.
A reference surely there too. I'm not sure that they ever form an amalgamation or an amalgam of the two.
Well, they're modeled after those two, right?
Certainly are. There are, I think, pre-Rick and Morty cartoons that Roiland did. Of course, that's where the
Yeah.
characters come from. And I think he even did some, whether they were animated or not. It's worth looking up. I'm going to check. If we get, it wouldn't be fun to see them.
Very crudely animated ones. Yeah, I do remember that. There's one
Have
with
you
like a
seen the
pilot.
Bush World Adventure one?
No, maybe not.
I'm going to link us all to that. It's very difficult to explain. Or for some reason, in Australia, and it's a totally different animation style. Someone else doing the voices. It's just one episode that they're Rick and Morty are in Australia. I don't know how to explain it more than that. It's on your HBO thing. Anything that has Adult Swim, it's also probably free. I'll put it in Nest in a second if I can find it.
Was it one of those weird, like, the Adult Swim did the, like, Too Many Cooks? You must have seen that. It's brilliant, by the way. That's one of my favorites.
Is that what we're doing? Because we could do that. I would
I feel
love
like that's
to,
my
but
life.
like
Like, that,
you know what
yeah.
happens with Too Many Cooks.
It's
They
we
fill our
don't have to
lives
analyze it.
with so
It's
much love.
perfect the way it is. What is
So
that?
much love. Too many cooks.
It's spoil the broth, but that's something.
That's what they say, but they'll fill our lives with so much love.
Yeah.
It'd be like, wouldn't it be like if
I mean, there was
butcher, baker, and a candlestick maker, and we were all in the same boat, and we brought our shit together? Like, creation. This could be beautiful.
the broom shakalaka was also quite good, but nothing compares to
Too many references. They
Okay.
earlier I was hoping to get to Too Many Cooks eventually. I thought we'd have to go
Oh,
through Bush World, but
really?
like earlier I actually got some dude who was like trying to pitch something that didn't have money involved. I actually got him to claim to have multiple sclerosis so I could get to this. Like that, couldn't believe that worked.
It was a little convoluted way
Thank
of getting
you.
anywhere, isn't it?
It's a very. I mean, it's like I thought you were being sweet by saying a little convoluted.
Okay. Yeah.
But seriously, I do want to find out. Should we go straight to Too Many Cooks because that is where I wanted to land up?
That, if you want to, I mean, it's an awesome thing, but yeah.
I don't feel like it. You're gonna have to reach through with your interdimensional travel to a Zoe that feels like.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I got to go to
really
work, and you got a whole tang bang going on there, so.
the tang has been the anchoring mechanism. Like, and it's true. Also, they don't sell it anymore.
Astronauts.
But they had one left in the very back behind the Mios. This is true. I wouldn't like. I don't. If I could think of something funnier, I'd say it and then tell you it was a joke. But no, this is true. There was one Tang left. I didn't like. I'm not looking at the expiry because I'm sure.
Is it really gone? Zoe?
Just at the store where I go to, the one that's the same shape as the Mio. It's a liquid. It's not a powder. You know, like I I
I
used to
always
get this all
remember
the
that.
time for my alcoholism, but this time I haven't seen it in a year or so, and they had just one. I don't know why. I would not mind at all if everyone would do their best to like popularize that Rick and Morty fan fiction. I think it deserves everyone's attention and love. Um, it doesn't matter whether the final paragraph, this is my first, English is my language, whether that's a flourish or not. The piece is really fucking interesting.
Yeah, I don't have a Reddit account, and I will not make one on principle. So sorry.
Let's all open our mics and just front run with the purity of ethics and standing up to Reddit with as many Twitters.
I've had. Can I just say I've had many Reddit accounts too, but I keep getting fucking kicked off, and then I delete them.
You
So
know where the link is. You don't have to log in. Just popularize this awesome piece. Don't credit me. I have nothing to do with it. Just this is a cool piece people would enjoy.
yeah, but can we get it off Reddit? Like, is there a way to unreddit it?
There's not, aside from the thousands like copy pasta.
Yeah, green text it. That'd be nice.
Actually, I actually don't know that. What's screen texting?
Oh, that's the 4chan copy pasta. It's in green text.
Sure. I mean, if we're trying to, I think it's funny that it's on Reddit and has been there for 2 years with no reactions
Oh,
whatsoever. Nothing.
yeah, it should have got at least an upvote or something.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like if you go through the piece and just it's difficult to read because there's paragraphs with probably so many characters saying things, impossible to know who's saying what. Like very difficult to read, but like the text itself raw, there could be so many readings of it. So much fun could be had from this.
Well, usually when I go on the Reddit, it says, "Oh, where's
You
your
know
chime in?"
Reddit's irrelevant, right? Like that's just where it is.
Yeah, look, I can see it, but then you can't. It says open this post in the app. You say no, and then it makes you. No, fuck
Take a goddamn screenshot with your flux capacitor, Doc Brown.
it. Are Rick and Morty? Is that a subreddit?
I don't know. Is that what it is? Actually, just I went to like see if there's sandwiches, and there are, which is just awesome. It has nothing to do with Reddit, as far as I know. Is it just straight up Rick and Morty as the subreddit?
Yeah, yeah, it's a Reddit
It's,
for Rick and Morty stuff. So yeah.
I would have thought it would be like Rick and Morty's fan fiction, but now I want to look and see if that's a thing.
Oh, the guy's got a whole bunch of karma. He's
What
active.
does the post?
The the OP, yeah.
Wait, they have more stuff. I'm not messing around with you. I promise. Like that's as far as I know about this. This was some obscure piece that I randomly selected from a list of stuff that I thought would be funny in a Twitter space. Um, I don't remember anything about this. If the OP has more stuff, yes, we should probably be looking through it.
Well, I just browsed it. He was active like a few days ago or something, posting something. So active account, and then I don't like being on Reddit. It just makes me feel dirty.
Okay, that's amazing. They're active a few days ago. The poster of this is the rest of their stuff. Like, oh, this is my second language and shit, or no?
Yeah.
Are they dumb space?
Yeah, so that's who posted that post. Yeah, they could have copy pasted it.
I'm looking through what I can see of theirs to see, because I have no idea. Like, I just thought with that last paragraph, it doesn't seem convincing. I think they just like wrote something. It got too complicated because they like added, okay, we're gonna discuss the difference between interdimensional and time travel, and also now there's two Dr. Browns, and it's like then they ran out of Coke or whatever, you know.
Yeah, they came down off of whatever, and then yeah, they lost the inspiration. That has literally happened to me. Um, and then sometimes you look back and it's like this was insane, and then sometimes it's good.
I'm seeing like, okay, like, geez, they're 17 days ago, and then 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 months ago,
Oh,
10, 11. Like, this is a weird level of consistency. Like, this is what. How did you program such an AI? What is this? I don't. I don't even know what this is. If you see anything that's worthwhile, and it doesn't have to be by the same person, but that would be great. Yeah.
I'm not on it. Yeah, the Reddit thing. I had to close the browser.
Why?
I have this distaste for Reddit. I do not like anything about it. I
I
really
don't
don't.
either. Like, I just. The only thing that I do like on Reddit is cursed videos.
Hmm. I've made several accounts. I tried to post something like a meme I made, and then I would immediately whatever I did was always against the rules of the whatever. And then
Oh my
the
gosh,
moderator,
me
yeah,
too.
I hate it, and it's over
My
moderated, and
most like my most well received piece there was taken down from cursed videos because it wasn't cursed. But then if you just whinge effectively to the mods, they're like, yeah, like, okay, so like somebody on the mod staff was like, oh, this is better than something I might do in this manner. Like, that's what always happens. Like, it's a fucking crazy censorship rag. Like,
yeah,
Reddit
it's all
sucks.
good.
That's why the best stuff you can find is 2 years ago. Has no reactions whatsoever. Whoa, here's something that they posted 2 years ago. It's a curveball front flip, curveball space program. If it's a video game. It's got almost 700 up in karma.
Is that a lot?
I mean, I don't know. It means that. Okay, so let me look at my own in cursed and see. Okay, so like something really good of mine has 50 up in cursed, and that means like it's constantly moving, but like every day it's still, yeah, very popular. Okay, here's something more relevant of mine
We, we would
that has
pay a person.
779 up in cursed, and like right now under activity, it's
The the Reddit was
still.
called Satoshi Street Bets, I think, and we would pay people um, money to make posts, but they had to have a certain amount of karma to even make a post on that Reddit because there were limits, right? So that people would farm out if to
Right.
promote our crypto project. It was so dumb. Like we're paying somebody to make a Reddit post.
Karma doesn't matter that much. Like whatever I just said was 770 something. By right now, that same video was at 780. That
Okay.
means that at least, let's say I said 775. That means at least 5 people watched it and all upvoted it, or 10 people watched it and whatever it would be to get it to +2. Like, so when you're watching something that has a like that much karma on it, it means it's a crazy amount of demand. Like people, an insane amount of people are watching it and pressing up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
But your karma level is based on like how long you've been on the platform and how many posts and uploads. Like it's a
It depends on who you are.
okay.
Like, if you're a registered moderator and you have access to like new things, it's different. But really, like your karma is always going to be way lower from
I just
whatever the
remember.
karma of your posts are.
Okay. Well,
It just
in
doesn't
order
have the
to
time to update it that fast. Like if I refresh like something that says 780, now it's at 779. That literally means that however many people just watched it in that time, at least one of them downvoted it. Maybe five voted it up and four voted it up and four voted it down. They have the craziest traffic by far. And they have a very ingenious method of not reporting it to Alexa or whatever she's called now. $7.78. You see how much fun that is? Like, it doesn't matter if it goes up or down. It's just like, cool. Somebody cared enough to vote on this.
wow, yeah.
781.
Okay.
Just like if you feel like it, then you can just like if you just make something that's really good, and then put it in the right place, you can just watch that happen all day. Like it still says, like, as for the community, people are really into this is pretty much the highest they're really into this video. Like, I mean, people are constantly watching it at a rate where they just don't measure it any higher than that. It's the dumbest thing ever. Like, the one that I'm looking at of mine. I make a lot of cursed videos. This one did the best. I set up a very complicated thing with my friend in Japan. Then, as we started recording, an earthquake happened. Yeah, so recorded that instead.
Was it the Fukushima one?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
This was in Tokyo, and it was let's see, it should say here. I think it was 6 months. Yeah, 6 months ago.
Okay.
It's me, Honey Z97, and it's cursed boil over in cursed videos.
But I have to go on Reddit again to see it.
It's up to 782.
But I mean,
It's so dumb.
where's the video? Like, you posted a embed of a YouTube video, or you just uploaded it to Reddit?
Straight upload. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I made it. Like, I did make it. I did do the sound editing. I did do everything for it. Like, it's a cursed video. Like, it did well. It did well enough to, you're doing, and like you should get this, by the way. Like, if your video gets taken down, if your post gets taken down, that means that you did something right.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but I didn't want to deal with it either. Like it
Nobody
sucked.
wants to deal with it. Welcome to Reddit. Like, welcome to
Yeah.
the internet.
Well, the internet, like the I don't know. I don't need it. I hate it anyways. So.
Well, I'd love to know what of yours got like taken down, because it's never for like, oh, like this is against the rules. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, well, you didn't meet our very specific.
exactly. The one I remember was I had it was for crypto memes. It was crypto memes, and I posted that like 1 minute video song that's based off the DuckTales theme song, but about crypto that I wrote.
Like
And then
diving into a I don't know this exactly, but I'm imagining
hurricane,
Scrooge.
life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. You know that song?
Oh yeah. I
Okay.
do not envy you at all trying to get that not taken down. There's going to be some moderator in whatever community who's like, I don't like how funny this is. So I'm
No,
gonna,
yeah, I changed the lyrics, right? So they were about crypto.
yeah, you pissed somebody off by being
No,
funny. I don't know.
because it was talking about like losing your money buying stupid ass cat coins, uh, it wasn't we were pro crypto was the answer. Like the actual, we want pro crypto memes about like making money and like we don't want to
So gay. Like, it's just
promote
so
losing
stupid.
money.
Like I think somebody called me anti-cursed. Like like what? Like what?
That
Then
would
why
be,
why am I manufacturing cursed videos? And also what?
yeah. And then yeah, I talked like I was trying to get them to explain more, and then it just shifts so dumb. Yeah, that was the last one I remember, but there was others too. Reddit just awful. Like
It's a terrible,
these people, yeah,
terrible place.
they that's what they live for. Like they want people to post stuff, but then they want to immediately find a reason to take it
Ooh,
down.
but like when they took, I just put it in the nest. Like the cursed boil over. It's just my most successful one. I have a ton of these. I just love cursed videos. Like in my spare time when I like sometimes I don't feel like getting into a whole horror movie. Right? It's embarrassing, but sometimes not only do I not want to watch a whole season of television, I don't want to watch a 90-minute horror film even. So I'll do cursed videos, and after a while, it's like, well, I have some ideas myself. Now, when this one got taken down, it was because it quote unquote wasn't necessarily cursed. It's like, oh my god, really? Like, and so immediately, like, upon filing it, like, then the mods are writing me like, yeah, like you get it, like somebody felt like you get it, like, because one of the mods was like,
Ooh,
I didn't think of this, like I don't make things like this. It's like, uh
I just watched it. It was
But when
weird.
it, but I'm telling you, when you get it put back up, that's when it feels really cool.
I don't see how it could feel good posting anything there. People.
It
Some people.
doesn't. It's a horrible process. I don't really recommend it. But if you make something good, they're gonna take it down, and then you made something good for sure when they put it back.
Okay, well, that stupid song was like not even that good. I mean, it was
Come
fine,
on,
but
it's not about that good. It's like, was it the right? Was it part of like what this community or subreddit
it was
does?
absolutely perfect. It was original. It was not like some text with white text on a picture. It was it took time to make it, and then yeah, they immediately this.
Well, that's your problem right there. If you didn't make a stupid as fuck, worthless piece of shit, then the mod's gonna be like, I'm sorry, this isn't well, it's not that it's yeah, it's not as stupid as fuck, worthless piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. That was a lot. A problem on making memes for promotion for other projects was like I'd make like a minute long meme. It would be a video or something, maybe 30 seconds or a minute, and the criticism was always it's too long.
Yep,
It
it's
can't
too
sit for
long.
a
It's like,
fucking minute.
shouldn't it have gone on for a little bit longer? Like, are you sure that meets the theme of this community? Doesn't that meet our theme to too much of a T? Like, you could have gone a little more creative with it. This isn't that creative. Like, did you make this, etc.? Reddit, the internet.
I mean, a minute. It was too long. We need a
No,
six
no, it's
second
not too
video.
long. It's just that's what somebody said. They
Yeah.
might have said too short. Like, I got every single thing like that on
Okay.
every single thing that was successful. But like, I loved this one and I pushed it. By the way, it's at 778. Where was it last? 782. That means that of the people who watched it and voted, the total is -4.
Weird.
That is insane. Like, that people are still watching this stupid piece of shit footage of like me failing to do what I intended because an earthquake happened. And that's not even part of the video. Nobody knows how it happened.
What was the thing at the end? Radar or something?
Right? Like, what the fuck was that? It's
Mhm.
just something I superimplanted onto the TV set there. Like, I thought it was. I didn't really spend that much.
What is a
Okay, when I
cursed
want to
video?
finish something, I have this checking tool in my mind. That's how much time do I really want to spend on this, and if I feel like more, I want to get this, then I know I need to stop now, like,
Mm,
or I'll never do it. But like, cursed boilover is obviously perfect.
okay. Um, what is what is this Reddit for though? It's for cursed videos. But what are those? Is there a synopsis of what that is? It's just like
It's a
weird.
place where it's really easy for the mods to object to anything.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Like if you want to go to the format, like take stuff that's familiar and doesn't threaten anybody, and put some cool white text over it, and like some like what's the most obvious song, like tonight. To somebody new, like some stupid, obviously cursed song, or you make something fucking badass like this that fucking destroys the whole like little mod premise. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a game played against the worst mods.
Mm. I guess, but that seems futile because it's not like they're going to understand.
I
They're
don't
going to
give a
think,
shit. Either
yeah.
way, Cursed Spoilover has been on the front page of Cursed Videos for 6 months, and they can't do a fucking thing about it.
Oh, can't they take it down if they wanted to?
Nope, they tried day one. It hit them too hard emotionally. They made a reaction before they had a case. They're fucked.
Okay. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles.
It's a good video. It is. I actually haven't watched it. It's for a long time until right now. 42 seconds. Nobody had time even to go like, that's too long.
I want to watch it.
It's
I
in the
did
next.
want to. I like that it was 42 seconds.
Thank you. Obviously not unintentional. So I set up this weird thing. I had my friend set up a weird like Rube Goldberg thing. You can see all the pieces, but
Yeah,
they're kind of shaking. I did not tell her to put the fucking boiling water on the floor. I have no idea what the hell she's doing with boiling water on the floor.
that
No idea.
yeah, that's weird because I mean, I definitely assumed that was part of,
Right?
yeah.
The clothespins were supposed to fall onto the ladder, and you can kind of see where it goes from there. Except just remember, the water's not supposed to be there. I don't know. And I like immediately once the footage is there, I'm like, okay, this is actually perfect as it is. Forget everything else, and never tell me why there's.
Yeah, you're
And
better off not
I don't
knowing.
want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, I did write something in that message like, "Are you trying to electrocute yourself? Don't tell me."
But you need more. Well, no, it's just a pot.
Right? And it becomes the focus of the entire thing.
Mm.
Like the whole time, as it's like looking at the other side, it's like, wait, what was that? Like, why would there possibly? Which makes it cursed, right? Like, it makes it feel really cursed because it's like, oh, here's the thing, and then also, like, I did happen to rig the startup of this so that there's like this black smoke that's almost undetectable coming from underneath the door, and then we go to the. Oh wait, there's an earthquake. Like, the whole thing, it feels cursed to me by now, of course.
Check one. Can anybody hear me?
Hello.
Okay. I might suck toes. Joe has his hand up,
I
but
know, it's so weird.
you can say what you want to say there.
What do you mean it's so weird I have my hand up? I just want to be polite. I got a new headset. I don't know if it sounds better, my voice or whatever.
Sounds
You
pretty
want to turn
awful.
down your
There's
radio.
a ton of background noise.
Oh, that's a TV. I'm sorry. Where's the remote? I'm trying to watch TV.
Could you just turn down in the background sound. It's like extremely annoying and obnoxious, but I feel like you're aware of that. You see, like, what is the difference really between something like that and a mod saying, like, on Reddit, like, I'm taking down your video? Like, nah, like, no, this is loud. I'm being louder. Like, I'm louder. Blah. Yeah, well, internet.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes
You make
the
something good.
motivation,
Like,
like you try to.
your DuckTales parody, like, tells the truth about something. Nah, that's no good.
Did you just say DuckTales, Zoe? What the?
Yeah, life is like a hurricane, trading crypto.
Dun, dun.
If you still have that, you can share it. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. But I'll put the link. It's
I
on
put my
the
cursed
YouTube channel.
video up with my failed Rube Goldberg. That was my best idea at the time for a cursed was a Rube Goldberg machine.
This
And
is one of the the first
an
videos I made.
earthquake and some random pot of water that a Japanese girl keeps on the floor outdid me.
I didn't sing it. I wrote the song, but I paid a guy on Fiverr like $5 to make a recording.
See, yeah, that's against the rules. Like, no, you can't have good. You can't do good production. You can't do any production. You just have to like find some. I don't know, like that.
Well, I didn't even know that, right? Like, it's just yeah. But the guy did a great job on the recording, and he had to sing. I'm not a pretty tone deaf. I have to. It's on my old Google account.
Well, if it's on your own Google account, then it can't be posted. That's against the rules.
Yeah. Well, I had to sign into it. Is all is
Well, if
two-factor.
you're signed in, then you're not part of it. I mean, really, like my thingy there. Like, can you imagine someone suggesting, "Well, that's not a cursed video"? It's like why?
Yeah.
Like why? And why would that be? What? Even if you kind of feel that way, why would it be important enough to you that it's not a cursed video? That you like go through the effort to like because that's what Reddit is. Life is like a hurricane. I can't wait. And don't think I'm not going to report you to Reddit and Twitter and be like, you know what? They made something and like I saw it and it's like those aren't the right words. They went totally bullish on every kind of crypto, and the kinds that they were bullish on were like I don't know, like Ducktales, whatever.
No, it's DuckTales. Ooh. You know DuckTales. It's DuckTales. Ooh. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. I hadn't even heard the song in a minute. And then they had
Like DMCA. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Like, but let's not risk it, right?
no, that was a
But
fucking
seriously, the Ducktales Millennium,
dude. Yes.
the Ducktales Millennium Crypto Act is just like taken away so much from us. Do you mind if I write Ducktales Millennium Crypto Act as a tweet?
I think that's fucking amazing. Actually, I don't know if you should write it as a tweet or if you should make it a fucking NFT collection. If anybody could do it.
I'm never gonna make an NFT collection.
Me neither. I got too many other things on my mind, but I love it.
I
Fucking
don't know. I'm just like
DuckTales.
I got enough on.
The
There's some
three,
like
the three, the
there's
three
some
little
criminal
nephews.
organizations that I've like been about this. Like there's some criminal organizations I've been
You think
infiltrating, and
they
there's too
didn't?
scared to like You know, and
Come on, Noodle.
so like I'm gonna fuck them now. It's gonna be fun. Just watch the fireworks.
Come here, baby. I will. Oh, come on. I gotta jump the fence. I gotta catch cats.
What, you're gonna fuck the criminals?
Yes, absolutely. Only the ones that are actually doing like there's a few that are cults straight up,
Hmm.
where the like charismatic leader is like, oh shit, what do I do with the Zoe? It's like, well, you better get me the fuck out of there before it's this late. But they didn't, so you're fucked.
Come here. Ah! Come on. You little bitch.
Oftentimes they forget who has the power. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't lose the space. Okay, now I can finally tweet this thing. Jesus.
I love how like little you know about like where it is or like how, because it's just you make stuff all the time.
I have a whole bunch of memes on that. It's the old Coin Hub account, but yeah, I just don't log into it very often. I haven't uploaded anything in a while. But
I
I
just mean you make stuff, so it's not
yeah.
like you're not like trigger ready to post it. You know what I mean? Like, which is the sign of someone who actually does stuff and makes the internet cool.
Mm. Oh, well, thank you. But nobody like it's got 67 views. Nobody saw this shit.
67 views or
Yeah,
67 off Reddit.
on YouTube. But I also posted it to Odyssey, and that one I don't even know if I can sign into that fucking account. I have to find it. Well, that
I
was
mean,
when they were
I
library.
guess
They were called library back then, and then they switched to being called Odyssey. So I posted it as a reply to the Spaces thing.
right. See,
Oh, I
another
can
sign
I
of
can
somebody doing something good.
I
Like
can I can do it to the Nest now. I think.
perfect.
Okay.
Just waiting for it to show up for me.
I haven't. I'm not. I can't. The Twitter app is insanely fucked on my phone lately.
I haven't updated in months. It's been so much fun.
Okay, Jesus. All right, now it's going to the space. Okay.
Hey. I actually had an error trying to go there.